Okay, hi. Today we're going to prepare a marinara sauce. So the ingredients are simple. We have some onion, carrots, minced garlic, tomato sauce. This is the brand that I like to use, Alta Cucina. Honestly, it's from California and it's a really good tomato sauce. Unfortunately, you can't buy it at the ShopRite or Stop and Shop. I get it from Restaurant Depot. You can order it online. I have basil, extra virgin olive oil, and then I have some of the seasonings. I have black pepper, oregano, and salt. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to heat up a small saute pan, well, a small pot, and a medium to low heat. Okay? You want to make sure you heat it up for about 2 to 3 minutes. You don't want to add your vegetables in there when the pan is still cold. Okay? So then after you do that, you can either measure the oil, or you can just put enough oil so it covers the bottom of the pan. But for today, we're going to measure it. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then we're going to set this aside. Okay. Let me just get a little plate so I can put I can put it right here. Okay. So we're going to wait about 2 to 3 minutes to make sure that the oil gets hot. You don't want to see the oil burning or steaming. If you see smoke coming out of it, that's too hot. You got to turn it off and let it sit for a while. So with the ingredients, we have onions, carrots, and garlic. Some people can just put it all in the pot. I like to do it in stages. So I like to do the onions first, and I like to caramelize that for about 3 minutes. Okay. If you see the onions are turning too dark, too brown, then you're gonna lower the heat a little bit. Okay. In the meantime, I'm heating up some water so that so by the time that the sauce is ready, the water is going to have a rolling boil, and we can put the pasta in there to cook it. Okay. See that's a nice even heat right there. You can see the oil bubbling. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go with the carrots, and again, you're going to do another 2 minutes in the carrots. The reason why I use carrots in it is just to give the sauce a little bit of sweetness. Then you're going to move it around, making sure that the edges of the pan don't burn. Sometimes when your vegetables are burning, that's when it starts burning at the edges, not in the center of the pan. When I add my garlic to the sauce, I like to maybe take the vegetables and kind of put it on the side, so that you can cook the garlic. Otherwise, if you put it in there with the vegetables spread out, the garlic more than likely is going to sit on top of the vegetables, and they're really not going to. You're going to kind of like steam them, not really saute them. So give a little spot, and then you can brown them a little bit until it turns golden. The garlic, you definitely don't want to burn the garlic, because then you're gonna get an off flavor. All right, and then once you have the garlic cooked on the bottom, now you can mix all the vegetables. Okay. The more you cook the vegetables, the better flavor you get, but you don't want to burn them. You don't want to see any dark spots in them. And you can use either ground tomatoes or whole tomatoes. I like to use ground tomatoes because after I'm done making the sauce, I'm going to use a blending stick. So it doesn't matter which tomatoes I use. Okay. The most important is that you use a good quality tomatoes. Okay, we're going to add the tomato sauce. Okay. And then you're going to mix it around. Now, you're going to cook it on the medium heat that we set it on from the beginning. until you see it boiling, where it starts bubbling. Once it starts bubbling, you want to lower the heat because you don't want the tomato sauce to splatter all over the place. Okay? So salt, maybe about half a teaspoon. Okay, like that. And then about half a teaspoon of pepper. Got it right here. Again, you don't have to, you can just do these to taste. You don't have to measure it. Half a teaspoon of pepper and some oregano. Now, if it's summertime, you could definitely go to your garden and pick some fresh oregano. And then whenever you put a dry herb into a sauce, or when you're making something, you should kind of squeeze it with your fingers so you can get some extra flavor out of it, like that. Okay. So we're gonna cook this for about 15 minutes, and it should be ready. Whenever you buy tomatoes in a can, they're already pre-cooked. So you basically can make it the way you want it to be, okay? Now, before we continue any further, we're gonna taste it just to make sure you have enough salt in it. That's perfect, okay. And then we always use a single-use spoon because we don't double dip, okay? So you see how it's starting to bubble? This is when you want to lower the heat to the lowest setting and just let it simmer on low heat, okay? Just like that. Now that we cooked this sauce for about 15 minutes, we're gonna take a blender and we're pretty much just gonna puree it. You wanna puree it, you don't wanna see any lumps, because what we're gonna make is pasta with a pink sauce, similar to what you order at a restaurant, a penne vodka, without the vodka. So you're gonna blend it. Let me give you a sample of what it is, okay? So when you blend the sauce, you wanna make sure that you have no lumps. See over here we got lumps, over here no lumps. That's how we want it like this, not like this. Because it's not a good appearance when you're making the pink sauce if you have lumps in your sauce. And it tastes better. Okay, so we're gonna blend it. Okay, that looks like it's good. But I'm gonna check it again, okay? So we wanna make sure there's no lumps when you look in it. And if you spread it out, you don't see any lumps. Okay, that means you did a good job of pureeing the sauce, okay? So now our water is ready to cook some pasta, okay? You see that you never want to put pasta before you have a rolling boil in the water, okay? Because it doesn't come out good, okay? Let me get pasta. I put like 2 pounds of pasta, okay? So the next important step is that you want to make this water taste like the ocean. So you can't go like a pinch of salt. You gotta go like you have to do a lot, okay? Remember, when you drain the pasta, you're going to drain the salt with it. So you just want to make sure like the pasta is tasty. Let me see how salty it is. I might have to add more salt. No, that's perfect. Okay. So at this time around, I probably put about maybe like 3 ounces of salt. So now dry pasta usually takes about 10 minutes to cook. So I'm going to set a 10-minute timer. And it works every time, okay? If you want it a little al dente, then you might want to do maybe 8 minutes, depending on your how you like your pasta, okay? Now, we're gonna finish this sauce the way we said it, that we're making like a nice little pink sauce similar to a penne vodka or some kind of pasta vodka that you get at a restaurant. So with that, you're just gonna add a little bit of cream. And the cream should be 40%. Okay, so if you go to ShopRite, sometimes they sell a cream that says 36%. The problem with that is sometimes when you heat up the cream too much, it curls up like it's bad milk. So you definitely want to use 40% fat in the heavy cream. Okay, we're going to put this in. You're going to add just enough so that it turns pink, like this. Okay. It's a little too red for me, so I might want to add a little bit more. So for 28 ounces of tomato sauce that I use, I probably use about 4 ounces of heavy cream. That's a good color right there. Let me show you the, maybe I'll get a little cup. So, that's the way it should look, okay? And then I'm gonna just chop a little bit of basil and add it to the sauce. So, you can pile it up together. Like this. And then just chiffonade it. Just cut it up, okay? And add it to the sauce. Now, if you don't want to see the basil in the sauce, you can come back with the blender and puree it again. And you're not gonna see it. You'll see specks of green, but you won't see like big chunks of basil. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, I'm going to taste it again with a single-use spoon. That's good sauce. Okay, we got about 7 minutes left on the pasta. Okay, so the timer went off. We're going to drain the pasta. Okay, let me turn off the stove. No accents. We're gonna drain the pasta. Okay, and then I like to place the pasta back into the pot where I cooked it so I can mix it really good. Okay. Now we're gonna add some of the sauce. You could always do a little bit of sauce, and then when you plate it, you could add a little bit on top. Just like that. Now we're gonna plate it. Now we're gonna take a little bit of pasta. We're gonna serve it. A little bit more. I'm feeling a little hungry today. And then we're just gonna top it off with a little bit of sauce on top. Okay? And then you can sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. And there you go.